Hello, I'm Dawn. This is Yarn is a Sport, and it is time to play ball. Today is August 1st, and you know what that is? It is Post Your Boggy Creek Blankets to Nancy Day. She said in August she would take them to store, and she will be taking them with some of the other ladies in the Yarny community in, I believe, February this year. Now, if you have seen my introduction, then you know about Boggy Creek, and if you haven't, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about it. Boggy Creek is a camp for children with medical needs. And what I really like about it is the fact that retiring from the healthcare system and nursing, they have it divided so that I think there's 6 or 7 different ailments that the kids that have the same type ailments come certain weeks, and they have staff of nurses and doctors that specialize in that field those weeks. They have heart and blood and lung and diabetes and cancer. I believe they also have cystic fibrosis. They have somebody there that knows how to handle these things, and they have volunteers that are trained in how to take care of these kids. And what's great is it's also a mentoring program that's set up so that if children are going, like, let's say they're diabetic and they have a younger kid that has an opportunity to go on to a new system to monitor their blood sugar levels, and another kid is on it, they will help the kid that's been on it teach and mentor and help the child that is new on it or is considering going on it, so that they have a mentor and a little bit of experience and firsthand knowledge. They have the parents meet, I think it's after they've gone to camp, but I think it's after they've been at camp. When they go to pick them up, they have them come in a day before, if they're able to, and with the siblings, and then siblings of these kids can get together. It has got to be just as hard for the sibling of a child that needs a lot of time and care and funding. You don't have the attention. You're having to give up things that you wouldn't normally have to give up, as far as vacations or lessons for piano, or, I can just imagine what those kids are going through, those siblings, as well as the kids that have the health issues. And even more so, coming from a military background and my dad being career military, it was really hard to explain to kids that had been in the area their entire lives, and you're there 6 months or 18 months or 24 months, and then you're gone. It's hard to explain to them what it's like to have to resettle every time. It's hard to make friends when everybody's got their own little clique already. And I think it's very much the same way when you have that type of a medical issue. Well, can you imagine being the parent of these kids? And you have a friend you grew up with that's been your friend, they were in your wedding, and now you have a child with medical needs and they don't. They can try to sympathize, but they really can't empathize. And this gives these parents a chance to network, to collect each other's names and phone numbers and contacts and say, what have you found? What treatments are you going through? How did you deal with the school with this issue? So there's a lot of good things that are happening with this. Now, Boggy Creek is all volunteer, and the funding is all charity. It was founded by Paul Newman and General Schwarzkopf, and I believe they're trying to do one in every state, but the one that we are sponsoring is the one in Florida, which is where Nancy grew up, in the state of Florida. This started when her mom's women's group wanted to have a couple of blankets, which she had done the year before, and then a couple years ago she had started a channel, and when she was starting it, we were talking about looking for things to donate time to, because she was retiring, and I told her that was what I was looking for also. And then her mom had this again, and one of the other ladies, and I believe it was Lynette of Charmed Grammy, had told her to take it and run with it. We can do this. We have a community. We have people looking for things that they can donate to, because, you know, let's be honest. You only have so many family members, and they might be a little tired of getting the same thing from you, as far as how many blankets can you make them, how many hats or mittens or scarves or sweaters. This gives you a chance to do your craft. And what's great about a blanket is it's meditative for you as you do it. They have, in the cancer circles, they have prayer shawls. And the point of the prayer shawl is to say a prayer for the person that that shawl will go to, or that Afghan will go to. And that's what I do when I'm making these. Now, I did tell Nancy that I would get her 12 this year. Let me show you what I have. Now, remember, I'm in the midst of renovations, helping my daughter with a family issue with her dad. There's always something going on, but this has been great for me as far as being an outlet and something positive. But I am a little bit behind. Something about the frogging, I tell you, it's like the yarn caddy goes, you know, you've got like a frogging fetish lately. It's like you get things like pretty good, and then you start, and I'm like, yeah, I know. So I'm a little bit behind. I'm gonna get Nancy 12 of these. They will be below in the description with Nancy's address, her contact, her channel. Absolutely subscribe to her channel. And then what is needed for these. Now they are asking that they be acrylic so that they be non-allegeric. They are asking that they be 35 to 40 inches wide and 40 to 50 inches long, or you can do 40 by 40 square. Now these fit on a cot that they have, the bed that they have at the camp, and each child gets to take their blanket, which is really more of a lap Afghan, home with them. Now the purpose is so that they have something as a memory of the place, and while they're there, that they have something that is handmade. Now, last year she had 300 and some, and they figured out that that was enough for, I think they said like 6 or 8 weeks. We want to do more than that. We're trying to get it so that Nancy not fills up just her personal work vehicle. We want her to fill up a work truck. We want her to fill up. What she has is kind of, at her work at Dormeyer Doors and Windows is kind of like the smaller U-Haul trucks. That's what we want. We want it absolutely packed in the back and in the front seat, for that matter. We can do this. So let me show you what I have. For January, moss stitch, just striped. Now I fold it up, and what I have here is the label of the yarn so they know the content and the care, and I have the yarns I used in case there's any repairs that are needed. February. And these may have been the other way around that I made them. I think actually this is January and that was February. Same thing, moss stitch. They're just simple blankets. Now, what I used for them was Baby Bee, and this would be a Hobby Lobby, Sweet Delight, Pump, and this is in the color Softly and Angel. And these are machine washable. And then the blue one is Hirschner's Pastry Plus, was a cake. Again, 100% acrylic. This is a 3. I think both of these were 3s. I think both of these are 3s. But again, the care, some of the yarn, so that if they have a repair, it can be done. So that's what I'm asking, is that you do one of these and send it to Nancy so that she can take it down in February. She will be collecting them through, I think, the first week of December, but that's plenty of notice. Like I said, all we're asking for is one, just one. Now, I know most of my subscribers have subscribed to Nancy, but word of mouth, if you're teaching somebody, if this summer you have a child that's out of school and able to crochet, ask them to do one. It'll give them something to do. It's good for their self-esteem. It's good for them as far as learning to do for others and give to the community. We're trying to get 1,000 blankets, and I know it's going to take more than 1,000 to fill a U-Haul, but let's try for 1,000 this year. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, DM, leave a comment, but please donate one blanket to Boggy Creek. Thank you for coming by to play ball.